Okay, today we're going to do a demo on a Gallmeyer Livingston Model 360, which is a 10 by 24 inch chuck. This is an electromagnetic chuck. We took this chuck off and we reground the bottom of it, and also the table slide, the base of the table where the magnet mounts, the base of the magnet, and flipped it over and then ground the top of it. So it's in nice shape right now for somebody. This is a 3-axis automatic surface grinder with automatic downfeed and spark out, over the wheel dresser, wrap it up and down. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up for you. First of all, the chuck control. This is a OS Walker chuck, very powerful chuck. That just pulls that right out of my hand. And then we have the demag cycle. And that'll go on like that. There's also a variable speed and a residual, a variable hold, excuse me. So the machine is currently wired for 440 volts. It's hydraulic. The hydraulic unit is inside the base of the machine. We have automatic, 2 different cycles, plunge grinding or slot grinding, as well as surface grinding. There's a wrap it up and down that will work with nothing else on, no hydraulics, no spindle, or it will work with everything turned on. So we'll turn the spindle on right now, and the hydraulic. It's very quiet. This is the main control. This starts and stops the table. The knob in the center is the speed. When you go to this side, you get the cross slide. Now on the side of the machine are some sliding dogs that you can adjust, and you also have this black knob here that the operator can move that in and out while he's grinding and automatically and quickly reverse the direction. It's a nice feature. Okay, so surface grinding, the bottom lever here engages and disengages the saddle. So if you were going to do plunge or slot grinding, you would keep the saddle off. But for flat grinding or surface grinding, we'd want it on. So now each time the table goes back and forth, my slide is moving in, the saddle's moving in. The amount that I've got it adjusted down there. The actual steps it's taken are adjusted here. There's calibrations on here just for reference, and you can change that setting like that. To start the automatic downfeed, you have to select whether you're doing surface grinding or plunge grinding. So right now we're doing surface. So I put that on surface, and I'm going to bring my grinding wheel down, touching off on my workpiece here. And now I know I got to take this much more off. So I'm going to start my automatic downfeed. You get the green light comes on. Now each time we reverse the saddle, we feed. And the amount that it feeds is adjusted with this potentiometer here. You can go from 0.2 up to a higher amount. I don't know. That's quite a feed. That would be too much for you to do, but it can do it, depending on your material. So as this 0 comes up to the 0 on the veneer, and these dials are all adjustable so you can have everything the way you want it. We come up on that 0. We'll stop feeding. All right, that should be it. So now it'll make a series of passes back and forth, which are set internally. The amount of spark out, and also it'll have a rapid retraction. It'll just lift it a few thousandths off the workpiece. And the machine shuts off. The hydraulic unit shuts off. The wheel backed up about 5 thousandths, and the hydraulics shut off. So what you'd want to do is, go around again past that 0. Make sure you're past your limit switches there. And I'll just quickly end this video on a plunge grind. So that means we're not going to use the saddle. Stop that. Start this. Start this. Start that. When we start the automatic, we're going to feed it every table pass. We're not moving the saddle. We're coming up on 0. It stops. Does a certain amount of strokes back and forth, and sparks out. So that's it. It's a really great machine. Everything is here. Coolant tank, splash guards. There's also a splash guard over here that mounts up on the front here to keep you from getting wet. We just took it off for the video. It's a great machine if you have room for it. It's beautiful. It's Grand Rapids. A lot of people call it Grand Rapids. It's a Gallmeyer Livingston. Really nice grinder. Thank you very much.